Welcome, David and Zach, to the Business Growth Geniuses show.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to be here.
I think this is going to be a really interesting topic and interview, so I'm definitely excited about doing this as well. And I have a little intro here where I'm going to start with that, and then I have a few questions for you guys, but definitely a big thanks for accepting to do this interview.
Appreciate it.
So, by the way, this is the Growth Hacking Geniuses series of Business Growth Geniuses. BGG is basically the overall community or brand, and then we have different series, different topics. So this is for the GHG, the Growth Hacking Geniuses series, because I thought, what you guys do is more relevant to acquiring new customers, getting more traffic, more attention, etc. So I think that really fits within that series. So for people watching this who don't know who David and Zach are, David Feinman and Zach Medina co-founded Viral Ideas Marketing, which creates online video content for clients ranging from small businesses to Fortune 500 brands. The company's mission is to help brands to create in order to inspire. Viral Ideas is a video production company for the social world. They work with over 100 companies worldwide, helping them to create and distribute video content on new media. So welcome to the show again.
Thank you so much for having us. We're excited to be here.
It's good to have you. So the first question is, what are your backgrounds a little bit and current roles within your company?
Yeah, so our backgrounds range back from when we first met in early or middle of high school. So we both started our first companies back around high school time. They were in the entertainment world, and we basically met through that. Then Dave started his second venture or third venture, I believe, which was the Zombie Run, nationally touring 5K zombie apocalyptic themed run. And we basically toured around the country doing that for a while. And one thing led to another. After Dave sold that company, we went out to San Francisco, where we landed our first client for Viral Ideas. And that's really where the birth of Viral Ideas began. As far as our roles go, Dave mostly focuses on sales and the marketing aspect of Viral. And I focus mostly on the internal operations as well as a lot of the client management.
Okay, and how did you come up with this idea, this crazy idea of a venture of doing viral videos and video content and all that stuff?
Yeah, so it's a good question. So Zach and I have always kind of had a mission, and a shared belief in the fact that companies really need to find a way to create content in a way that's more emotionally driven and a more impactful way. So when you look at a lot of the stuff that corporations put out, it's really not that exciting, if you look at a standard corporate video. And so what we set out to do was really redefine the meaning of what a corporate video is and help bring our creativity and what we do here at Viral Ideas to the corporation and to people who can benefit from that.
So it seems to me like viral video is the holy grail of content online. Everyone wishes that their content, especially video, becomes viral and they get millions of views and so much business from that. But what actually makes an idea or a video viral in the first place?
Yeah, so I'll kind of touch on 2 points, because I know there's a lot of business owners and a lot of people within marketing in this audience. So the first is define what viral means to you. So we actually work with kind of one of the largest manufacturers of trucking supplies in the country. And viral to them is not hitting millions and millions of people. It's just hitting all of the buyers that buy those trucking supplies. So defining as a company, if you're creating a video, what a viral video means to you in the lens of corporate is the first step to all of it. Second is really kind of trying to figure out what the inner story and the inner emotion is within your video. So, for every video that we do, we take a look at, okay, what is the story in the business that we could tell through a visual depiction, and use that to actually create the individual videos.
So do you focus mostly on B2C, B2B? Do you have a specialty? And is virality different whether it's B2C or B2B?
For sure, it's a little different kind of from B2B to B2C. I would say the B2B is more of a focused audience, where the B2C is, you're looking, a little more broader. But both of them, you still want to touch upon some sort of emotion.
And what's your creative process like?
Our creative process, I would say, really goes into a few different stages. They really are. The first one is really understanding the concept at which the person either has or the one we're going to deliver. And that's really where we see the most value being had at Viral Ideas, is really coming up with that core concept. A lot of people, I don't want to say it's easy, but there's videographers are a dime a dozen, right? We can go down the street and find tons of them. But to really come up with that concept and the purpose behind the video and the why behind that video takes a lot of time and effort. So we focus most of our efforts in that area to begin with. Once we have the concept defined and what we're doing and why we're doing it, it then goes into the actual production of the video. Once we do the production, and then it comes into the distribution. And that's really where we're focused heavily on distribution from going into 2018. We see a lot of value in there to really help the videos go viral, like you were saying.
So you do both, basically. You help really come up with the concept and you produce a video, and then you also help to share it as much as possible, make it become more viral.
Yeah, and I would say one of the most common misconceptions with people who are creating video is they think they can create this video. And I know we're making one right now, right? It's going to go online, maybe a couple thousand, couple hundred people will watch it. But really the beauty of creating that video is actually creating some sort of distribution channel behind it so that it can actually gain some legs and it can actually start to walk a little bit. Because to just have a video and create it and put it up on YouTube or put it up on Facebook, it is only one part of the equation. The other part of the equation is actually getting that video out there, and it's often a highly overlooked part of video creation, amongst a lot of the businesses that we work with.
I agree. I think a lot of your peers, other competitors, companies that produce video, I don't think most of them really focus on helping to build a platform or to distribute the video as much as possible. I think they really focus more on just producing a nice video, and I'm sure they produce some high quality professional videos, but it seems to me like that's an element that really makes you stand out. In addition, perhaps to really coming up with a strong concept that will be viral, that will really be interesting and resonate with the audience.
Something that we like to say at Viral Ideas is we're really the intersection between something that's really creative and something that's really impactful, but also something that also works, right? So it's great that we have this shiny, cool little thing such as a video, but just as we know, you can't just put up a business and hope people come flocking to your storefront. You really need to get it out there and get it in front of the right audience. And that's really where we like to really hit upon once that video is created.
All right, so I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit and let's talk about kind of your biggest successes that you've had with the videos that you've produced.
Yeah, that's kind of one of my favorite questions to answer. So I'll give an example of an actual video. It's up on our website if you want to check it out, viralideas.com or viralideasmarketing.com. Sorry. So basically, the concept of this video came out of this innate childhood emotion, and whenever we're all kids, we all have these amazing friends and we have these people that we interact with on a day-to-day basis. But as we become adults and as we become older, you really start to lose touch with those friends that you have these childlike interactions with. So one of the kind of carnal child things that we identified was the idea of two kids running through a field and playing with the tin cans, right? So you put one up to your mouth, the other kid puts it up to their ear, and you're able to actually play telephone with them. And we actually took that concept and developed out a story of a boy and girl playing in a field, and they go on through their lives, and they decide that they move apart a little bit, and the boy actually sends to the girl a can in a box, and at the end of the one end of the string it says "call me," and it really kind of hits you really hard as an emotion of like, oh my God, there's so many people that from when you're younger you really lose touch with over time, and it's important to really keep those connections. It was actually done for a mobile phone company called Easy Connect, and they've had a lot of success with it. They've been running it on YouTube as a pre-roll advertisement, as well as it's I think about to start running on Facebook as well. So just that intersection again, like as Zach mentioned, of something that's creative, something that works from a distribution perspective. I talked a little bit about the creative part. I touched upon using YouTube pre-roll as well as some Facebook as well. Combining those two things is a nice recipe for success for our clients.
So do you focus mostly on creating videos for advertising, or it can be introduction videos about videos? What kind of videos do you actually produce?
We mainly focus on corporate videos. As far as where we're using them on. They can be used for advertising, but we also see a lot of success for internal use as well. So we really handle, top, mid, and bottom of the funnel. Where I say a lot of success is being had as well is for internal purposes such as brand and culture videos. So it not only really helps your company look good from the outside, but also it boosts morale on the inside. And we've seen that, time and time again with different companies, that it doesn't necessarily need to be made for an advertisement per se. But if you can create something that is really powerful, that can really get people behind it and feel like they're doing something beyond just the company, that's really the videos that we like to hit upon as well. We like to really uncover the why of the company. And like we said, we like to create to inspire with those videos.
So now that you've had, some serious success producing videos and you have all these clients, what would be 3 pieces of advice that you'd like to share for people that want to create viral videos?
So if you're just getting, I'll kind of share maybe one, and Zach I'm sure has one as well. If you're just starting to create videos, you really want to take a holistic look at your company's marketing strategy and branding strategy, and see where videos fit into that equation. There's a lot you could do, and if you just kind of look and capture what you guys do over a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, you'll be able to come up with 5 or 10 different ideas for different videos that you could produce. So as a starting block, that's kind of the first thing. Obviously, the second end of it is if you're going to create an emotionally impactful video, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and the right, why behind it. Too often people are very quick to jump into creating, more of a viral piece of content like the one I just talked about, without having a foundation to their company that has a core strong sense of purpose. When you create something like that, you put it out there, it's really a representation of your brand. So if you're going to do it, make sure you do it, for the right reasons.
Yeah, those are some pretty good points. As far as what advice that I would give, I look at it as 2 parts, right? So we have the viral videos that a kid shoots on his cell phone of a car, jumping off a cliff or something like that, and that's going to go viral, right? But unless you're staging that with your own company, you're not going to likely create something like that. So we're really making something from, like we said, concept creation to production to distribution. So what I would say, tapping on what Dave said, is really understanding the why of what you want to do. If you can uncover the why of your company, not just what you do and not just how you're doing it, but the why of what you do, that, in my opinion, and from the success that we've seen with our videos, is really what helps a video go viral, and really not only go viral because of like shares and things like that, but people to emotionally connect. If they can emotionally connect, that really helps engagement on social.
So is that something that you'll try to extract from your clients, really understand why they exist and why they offer these services or products?
Yeah, so our cinematographers and filmmakers are pretty good at really uncovering the why behind people. And sometimes it gets really emotional. We've had people tear up, cry a little bit, but it's able to really pull that raw emotion of what they do. We're not going to sit and just say we're the best at this and kind of hold a product or service in front of your face. We're really going to uncover the why and uncover the emotion behind it, because that's also what helps get people to engage with your product or service.
And I will say it's if you look at kind of the face value perception of some of these companies, we've actually sat with Fortune 500 company CEOs interviewing them, and we've actually made some of them cry. And it's fascinating to see kind of when we're diving underneath kind of all like the corporate speak and uncovering kind of what the consumer can connect with on a real level. That's where you kind of can really see kind of, okay, companies are more than just a bunch of shareholders together. They're actually a group of people that are kind of coming together for a common goal. So if you can extract that in a video, you're kind of well on your way to creating something that's gonna stand out and connect with an end audience.
So would you say that having a really human aspect, focusing on the human experience and their reasons and their why, and really centered around the human, is better than really focusing more around the product?
Yeah. So prime example is, we can't mention their name, but we work with a Fortune 200 company, and basically their thing was can you humanize our brand? Can you humanize the people that are working here? Because oftentimes we, Fortune 500, Fortune 200 company, you see them at these big corporate giants, but at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of people that really mean well and really want to do well for their company and have a strong why. And that's our job, to come in, uncover that, and really just share it with the rest of the world.
Video therapists.
That's an interesting business idea for you.
Let's not delve too far into that one.
I like it. I like it. All right, gentlemen, you've been very generous with your time and accepting to do this. So what would be your call to action? What would you like people to do? Would you like them to hire you if they need video, to check out your website? What's your call to action here?
Sure. So the most obvious thing is, obviously, if you're looking for a video, we're here for you. Our website's viralideamarketing.com. However, I kind of like to do a little bit more intricate call to action. Our mission out here at Viral Ideas is to create to inspire. And it's something we like to share with our clients and share with the people that we connect with on a day-to-day basis. So whatever create to inspire means to you, you can take that however you want it, right? So it has a certain meaning to me, it has a certain meaning to Zach, it has a certain meaning to every client and every person we interact with. But take your own definition of create to inspire and integrate it with your life. And I think you'll find some amazing things start to happen.
And what are your ideal prospects or ideal customers that you really love to work with?
Yeah, I just had a beautiful moment, and you're gonna ask me. So ideal prospects, we have a wide range. So it ranges from we work with a lot of hotels, we work with a lot in the financial industry. We do a lot of stuff with later stage startups. Really kind of across the map. We have a pretty intricate portfolio. A lot in the telecom industry. So definitely check out our website. And if you have any more questions and want to see if this is kind of a right fit for you and what you do, we're happy to have a chat or give us a call.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks
it,
for your
Matt.
time, Matt.
I will go back to your beautiful moment and rewatch it. I was a little bit distracted trying to, back on this call.
Yeah, you gotta put that on replay. That was a good one. Maybe turn into a meme or something.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a good day.